Are you tired of waiting for games to load or running out of data? Do you want to have fun playing games without needing the internet? Well, I have the perfect solution for you. In this video, I'm going to show you the 15 best mobile games that you can play even when you're offline. Let's get started. Total Assault Zombie Massacre looks like just another zombie shooter, but it actually surprised me in a good way. One cool feature is that you're not fighting alone, you've got AI companions backing you up. I really like the gameplay flow and the variety of missions. It keeps things fresh instead of just throwing endless waves at you. Plus, the animations are solid and make the combat feel satisfying. That said, the graphics definitely feel a bit dated. It's not going to wow you visually, but overall, Total Assault is a decent third-person shooter on mobile, especially if you enjoy mission-based zombie games. Police Cop Simulator Gang War is not the most groundbreaking game I've ever played, but it's definitely been an entertaining one. One thing I do appreciate about this game is the variety of missions. There's more to do than just chasing down criminals. The graphics are serviceable, but they're not going to win any awards. If you're a fan of cop movies and you're looking for a game that captures that feeling, this might be worth checking out. Tornado Alley is a game where you control a tornado and destroy stuff. The idea of controlling a tornado and destroying everything in sight is fun. It's satisfying to watch buildings crumble and cars fly through the air. The graphics are decent. I think the game could be improved with more variety, maybe different types of tornadoes with special powers. It's an okay game for killing some time. Mudness Off-Road Car Simulator is a great choice if you're looking for a game that's all about mud, and more mud. This game features some of the most realistic mud physics you'll find on any mobile game, and it's a ton of fun to just get your truck stuck in the mud and try to dig your way out. Just be prepared to get a little frustrated, it's not always easy to escape. Racing Xperience is one of those rare racing games that actually feels like a complete package. I'm genuinely impressed by the insane variety of vehicles. You've got everything from supercars to trucks and even motorcycles. And the crazy part is each one has its own feel and sound. It's not like other games where every car feels copy-pasted. You can tell real effort went into the driving mechanics. Trust me, it's one of the most satisfying and content-packed racers on mobile right now. I tried OWRC on my phone because I like open-world racing games. The graphics were okay, and the map was big. There were lots of races and cars to choose from. However, the controls were hard to use, and the cars didn't move right. The big map was cool, but there wasn't much to do. Maybe this game will get better later, but right now it's not that good.
Has led to my confinement here at Sker Hotel.
My refusal to do so has led to my confinement here at Sker Hotel on Sker Island. I cannot explain further, but ask that you trust me. Maid of Sker is a new horror game set in a remote Welsh hotel. I was drawn to the game's eerie atmosphere and the promise of a chilling narrative. The game's graphics were impressive, creating a sense of isolation and dread. The sound design was also top-notch, with haunting melodies and unsettling sound effects that kept me on edge. However, the gameplay itself was a bit repetitive. The core mechanic of hiding and sneaking past enemies felt a bit stale after a while. If you're a fan of horror games and don't mind a slower-paced narrative, Maid of Sker is definitely worth checking out. Emergency Call: The Attack Squad is one of the best simulator games you can play on mobile right now. You take on the role of a firefighter, and the missions are actually pretty realistic. I loved how there are different ways to handle each fire, like using various tools and approaches depending on the situation. I do wish there was an open world map to freely explore between missions. It would have taken the immersion to the next level. But even without that, the variety and realism in the gameplay make it an awesome experience. Car driving multiplayer seriously came out of nowhere. And I'm telling you, it's the closest thing we've got to a Forza Horizon on mobile. The moment I launched the game, I was shocked by how much content it packs. A big open world with races, events, and free roam. Tons of cars to collect and customize, both offline and online modes. And the graphics, wow, for a mobile game, it looks amazing. And it's super well optimized, even for mid-range phones. If you're into cars or open world driving, don't sleep on this one. Extinction Outbreak really gave me that old school Call of Duty Zombies vibe. You're dropped into a map, and it's all about surviving wave after wave of enemies. It's intense, fun, and surprisingly smooth. The graphics are low poly, yeah, but honestly, it works. It runs great even on low-end devices. You can go solo offline or team up online with friends, which is a nice bonus. If you've been craving that wave-based zombie survival experience on mobile, but want something lightweight and simple to pick up and play, definitely check out Head Roguelike is a pretty fun little time killer. I really like the vibrant, colorful graphics. The animations are smooth, and it feels great to play, especially early on when you're breezing through enemies. But don't let that fool you. Once the boss fights it suddenly gets brutal. There are definitely some weird difficulty spikes that caught me off guard. If you just want to pass the time and enjoy some satisfying action with flashy visuals, give Head a try. Bramblebound Sci-Fi RPG Quest is not the most polished game out there. There are some bugs, and the missions can start to feel a bit repetitive. But even with those flaws, I see a lot of potential here. It's a 3D action platformer where you can fight enemies, solve puzzles, and explore hidden areas. What really excites me is where this game could go. If the devs add more content, like proper boss fights or even an open world to explore, it could seriously become one of the best. Endless Nightmare 1 scared the fun out of me. The graphics were great, everything looked spooky, and the creepy sounds had me on edge. Finding clues about the mystery kept me guessing, and even though the puzzles weren't super hard, they added to the whole spooky vibe. For a free game, it was totally worth it. Meadowfell is like a digital hug for your soul. It's one of those games where you just want to get lost in the moment. You wander around this beautiful, peaceful world, and there's no stress, no quests, or fighting, just pure relaxation. The graphics are so calming, and the sound effects are just dreamy. It's the perfect game to wind down after a long day. Kanjo Zoku looked fun at first with its Japanese street racing theme and car customization options. The graphics are decent, and I enjoyed making my cars look cool, but the races got boring fast because they're all the same. If you really like racing games or making cars look cool, you might like it for a little bit.